Alright guys, today I'm going to teach you the importance of understanding what the 4 pillars are. So if you want to be successful in all aspects of life, you need to be able to follow this. And what this means is you need to be consistent with all 4. Because if you're not going to have success. At least not in all areas of your life. So starting with the number 1 thing, we're going to talk about health. Okay, so what falls under the health category would be your movement of your body, movement of your mind, movement of your soul, and as well your nutrition, so how you're eating. These things are crucial, guys, and the reason why it's number 1 is because that's what keeps us operating, all right, on a consistent level. It's what makes us, be optimal, be a high performer. If your health is not on point, you cannot be on point with any of these other 3, and that's why health is number 1. So if you want to make sure that self-care, family, and business are intact, your health comes first, okay? So always remember, take care of your body, your mind, your soul, and make sure you're eating the right things in order to be a high performer, especially if you want to continue being a high performer for the next 3. Number 2, we got self-care, guys. So what is self-care? Self-care, we have health, self-care, similar but different. And the reason why I'm saying is because self-care is about you doing something for you that makes you happy, okay? And what this means is you got to date yourself. And what I mean by date yourself, you got to take yourself out. Do something that makes you happy. Do something you love. Take yourself out on a date. I know that sounds funny, but it's the truth. And what this means, for example, if you're somebody who loves playing basketball, well, go play basketball on your own with a group of people. Maybe you don't even know who they are. Just join in, meet some new people, but go do that. Maybe it's just literally you going out to a restaurant you enjoy going to eat and you're just there on your own, but you need to be on your own. This is on your own so you can think for yourself, think by yourself, and you can be able to have that time where nobody else is throwing things at you, distracting you, maybe giving you opinions, asking for your help, whatever it is. This is your me time. So you make sure you date yourself. That's self-care, and that's number 2. And the reason why it's number 2 is because if you're not taking care of yourself, your family and your business are not going to operate. So 1, health, self-care. 2. These 2 need to operate at a high level so these 2 can win, okay? So it's like I tell people all the time, you need to be selfish, right? You need to be selfish. That way you can be selfless. All right? Selfish equals selfless. You got to be selfish with your health and selfish with your self-care so you can be selfless for these 2. All right? So now moving into the next brackets, family. So why family? Why is that one number 3? Well, because your family is important. It is more important than your business. And what I mean by family, it doesn't mean it's your own, only your immediate family. It can be your friends too. Your friends are your family. So family falls under friends and your immediate family. Family also can be different for everybody. In my case, I have a little girl, so she's my family. I'm gonna show up for her. Right? And maybe in your case, you don't have kids. Maybe your family is just your parents, your cousins, your aunts, but that's your family. In my case, it would be all that plus more because I have a little one. So depending where your definition of family lands with your friends as well, you need to take care of that and make time for it, okay? You need to put time and effort. You need to block out time in your calendar to make time for your family and friends and show them that you love them and be intentional with that. So put your phone away, put your work away, put anything else away and give that 100%. Same thing like everything else. So make sure you put that in a time block. So pay attention to your family and friends. Next, business. You're probably wondering why that one's last. Because if these 3 are not operating at a high level, business is not going to operate at all. So you need to make sure your health is in check, you're taking care of yourself and your family as well, so your business can operate. You get my drift? So health, self-care, family, business. Now, what I want you to understand with business is the same thing goes. You have to set yourself time blocks. You need to make sure that whatever you put on your calendar that's most important for your business is treated as that and you're intentional with it during that time. Guys, I'd rather give 100% of my time or 120% of my time during that time working my business than have to only give 50, 60, 70%. And then my business time expands because I didn't use my time accordingly. And then it seeps into your family, it seeps into your self-care, it seeps into your health. And then now you're out of balance. You're out of alignment. So that's why you want to treat each and every one with the respect it deserves. So make sure you set up those times so that way you can make time for each one accordingly. So it's super important that you understand this. Now, again, if these three are operating, you can now use your business to inject back into these three. So you see how it works? Goes down and it comes back up. Because if now your business is doing good, you can even give more to your family, give more into your self-care, and give more into your health. And it's gonna make life much easier. So it literally works like that. It goes down and it comes back up. It's a cycle, guys. This is a cycle. Goes down, comes back up. Goes down, comes back up. Each one has a purpose and each one needs to be used accordingly and efficiently. Now, another thing I want to talk about is you want to look at this, guys, like a table, right? A table has 4 legs. In your 4 legs, one leg represents health, one leg represents self-care, another one family, and another one business. Now, keep in mind, tables might be round, might be square, doesn't matter, but each one mostly has 4 legs. A standard table has 4 legs. So what's gonna happen when you remove one of those legs? Let's say it's family. Say you're operating high at these, but let's say you're not operating high at family. Let's say you remove one leg. The table might be still standing up, right? But what happens if you come over and you lightly push that table? It's gonna come falling down to the floor. The same thing goes for you in your life. If one of these are missing, one of these legs are not strong, or they're completely out of the equation, you're gonna tumble, you're gonna fall, you're gonna come crashing down, and you're gonna feel it. And that's why it's important to maintain that table strong. And imagine if you only had 2 legs. Imagine you only had 1. Maybe you have 0. But whichever one it is, no matter what, your table is not strong. Your table is not stable. Doesn't matter if you have 0 legs to 3 legs. You need to have 4. You need to pour into all 4 legs. Because when you start pouring into all 4 legs, you're gonna have the strongest table that you ever had in your life. And when you can start doing that efficiently and effectively, you're gonna see that you're gonna have every level of success that you want happening for you in your lifetime. And on top of that, your family's gonna love you. You yourself are gonna love you more, and everybody else around you. So make sure you put time into each one and make sure you give it the time needed. Start doing now, and I guarantee you that you are gonna see the results shifting in your life. All right, guys, if you got value out of this, if you learned something, even if it was just a little bit, something that you know you can add onto your life, I would love for you to please click the subscribe button, follow me, show some love, comment, like, whatever it is that you want to drop. I would truly appreciate that. So you can continue getting more of these videos just like this and different ones that I can pour on into you. And that way you can start seeing the benefits. Catch you to the next one.